Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn and Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. In today's episode, I'm really excited to finally kick off my end of the year 2018 plant tour collection. I'm going to be breaking it down into different parts because my collection is so big, and at the end of each episode I'm going to be doing giveaways, so stay tuned. I'm really excited to break down my collection into these videos because it also gives me a sense of where my collection is at as well, because I'm constantly evolving as the weeks go on with my collection, whether it is purchasing new plants, rescues, trades, propagation. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I'm constantly bringing new things into my space. I hope this inspires you. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I do all things plant related and I do daily uploads on this channel. I do my best trying to do daily videos on this channel, inspiring each and one of you one video at a time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off. So as you can see behind me, I have my DIY shelf, which I recently shared on my channel, bringing it out from my patio into the front of my home. I have a lot of smaller cacti pieces that I wanted to go ahead and style them on 2 levels. But with my bigger cacti pieces, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with them as far as for styling them. I'll think about it while I'm away, and when I come back refreshed for the new year, I will go ahead and try to see if maybe I can extend it out longer with more shelving and have them maybe in a different situation. But for now, this is what it looks like currently. And if you can see here on the other end, I have my greenhouse here, which houses a handful of propagation, rescues, cuttings, and things that are trying to figure itself out in my collection. So I'll go ahead and save that for the end of the video. As you can see, it is 5 days before Christmas and I am not layered up. It's a beautiful sunny day in Southern California. I know my plants and I appreciate this weather where they can just live out here all year long, and I don't have to worry about wintering them and bringing them inside of my home. So I'm very fortunate. So here is a quick overview of what my space looks like currently. I've had this Pier 1 wicker chair for a couple years now, and I sprayed it when I lived in Las Vegas to this coral color. It followed me in the Bay Area, and then it followed me back to Santa Monica. I love it. It's big and comfy. My grandma can relax out here with Abby, and Abby likes to sunbathe on it as well. As you can see, my DIY shelf is looking beautiful out here, and the greenhouse. Here I am in a different point of view. I hope you guys love the look of the front of the home. I'm really excited because with the new switch up with the DIY shelf, it really kind of just draws you in to see what's going on in the rest of my collection. So this is kind of like a sneak peek of the patio vibes. I love how it spews out this way. As you can see from the front of my collection, right away you see my copper tone here. I absolutely love this piece. This is my second copper tone, and I got this one 2 weeks after my first one. I did sell off a bunch of cuttings, so if you guys are interested, I might have a couple more I'm willing to sell off. This is a rare Sansevieria. I collect them. This is my most prized one. I had to get a second one. I'm not too sure if this is gonna live out here full time, but it's here for the week and I'm living for it. Love the fact that I was able to get another one. And next to it is my prickly pear farm, I guess you can call it. It's like a family. There's 4 of them here. I have the one that is laying on the side because it grew that way in Arizona and I didn't want to mess him up, so he's just kind of living life that way. I have it in a 10-inch terracotta. I love these low planters, so I have that there. They're doing great. There's a lot of new growth on the babies. I probably might propagate the babies, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna let them be. And then behind it is my euphorbia cuttings. These guys are doing great. I got them from Tanya and they are, a few of them are in bloom. I just love looking at them as soon as I walk into my space, so I kind of always have it near my patio. So here's a quick overview of what this section looks like up close. I am in love with the way how we set it up. I'm able to have more smaller babies with 2 tiers here, and then it flows down to the ground and onto. I have my beautiful African milk euphorbia. It's in a teacup planter that Kira gave me. Love that so much. And this guy here are aeonium cuttings, which are doing pretty well, as you can see. These were gifted to me from Tanya, I believe, and I have it in a cream thrifted planter. I also have the sugar one. I think it's on the inside shelf in my patio. Drilled a hole in it, and this is thrifted from Arizona, and I just love the whimsical vibe that it brings to my space. Back here is my desert rose. I only have 1 desert rose. It's doing pretty well, although this has not bloomed on me, so we'll see. And these guys are drought tolerant, so you can just kind of let them be and it'll do its thing. I have several fairy cactus castles. Here's one of them, and it's doing pretty well. I love the low fern pots. I got a bunch of them before my local hardware store Archer's closed down, and it just looks super cute in there. Variegated Indian corn cob. I love this euphorbia. He's so cute. I have it in an ice cream planter, and I can't remember the ID off of this guy right here. Look him up. Not very good with cacti names. I've had him for a while, and this is in an IKEA planter. I want to say this is a fairy castle cactus as well. I can't tell. I got him from Pasadena Rose Bowl flea market a while ago, just in a terracotta planter. This moon cactus was given to me as a gift from my mom. I have it in a little thrifted cup from Vegas. These aeonium cuttings, they're gorgeous. Look at them in all of its beauty during the winter. These are cuttings from Tanya. I had them a while ago. And this is a cup thrifted that my mom gave me. I have a bunch of them for my collection. And then on the end of the top shelf here, I just have like euphorbias. I believe this is the candelabra. He's kind of figuring himself out right now. And I can't think on the top of my head what this guy is. Had him for a while, got him from Las Vegas, and then one of my cacti that I featured on my top 10 cactus, I believe. I absolutely love. So starting in this section first, as you can see, I have my snowball cactus here, and that cactus behind there is a rescue from Kira. I don't know what's going on with him. He might have gotten a little bit too much water when it rained really hard 2 weeks in a row. And I believe this is another euphorbia. This guy was given to me as a gift from Catherine. So I have one of these guys. I think this might be a rat tail, I'm not mistaken. So these two guys here are pin cushions. I got them from Las Vegas a while back. I just have it in my ice cream planter. And I believe I got this unicorn planter from Home Goods in Las Vegas. Here's another cacti baby that Catherine gifted me. And back here is a cutting that Tanya gifted me, and this came from her collection in the front of her home, and I am in love with this guy. He's doing pretty good. So if Tanya's watching this, thank you to Tanya and Catherine. I love being able to trade with my plant friends. In this section, here's another aeonium. Look at how beautiful that is. Have it in an ice cream planter. And then here's another cacti baby that is from Catherine's mother plant. Here's another fun guy that I wanted to share with you guys. I had him for a while in my collection. I want to say he's part of like the Eve's Needle family because he had those longer, chubbier hairs on him, but they disappeared. I don't know if it's from the rain. It rained really hard on my collection over the last 2 weeks. So I have him in an elephant planter. I believe I got this from Home Goods. So here's the last part of the second shelf. I have my Stipelia here, which has not bloomed on me yet. And these are my cacti cuttings that I got from hiking in Las Vegas, if you remember that. And these two I got a while ago in Las Vegas, and they just live in ice cream planters. Here's everything in the front of the shelf, and it goes on all the way to the greenhouse. So a lot of green babies here, and they're all super cute in their little planters. In this section, you can see a bunch of different things. Right away, the biggest piece here is my agave. I got this a while back with Kira, and behind here, he is another guy I've had for a while, and he's kind of struggling through life right now, but he's still alive, and I have him here. And I believe I got this cactus from Las Vegas, I want to say 2 years ago. So he lives in the front behind the agave. I will try to switch things up throughout the months. I like to rotate them so they can get even sun. And then this is an agave that I got, these three from the Pasadena Rose Bowl. I absolutely love them. And these beautiful cobalt blue planters that I got from the 99-cent store. So these are the agaves that I have. And actually, look at this, guys. Take a look at that. There's babies on here, so they must be doing pretty good, but I know they weren't happy with the heavy rain. And then right here is another baby that Catherine gifted me, and this guy lives in, I think, this planter she gave me as well. So he's doing pretty good. So love him a lot. Thank you, Catherine. I have one succulent out here in the front, and my grandma put him here, so he's just a loner. He's the rebel. He decided to leave the succulent family. I have a whole nother shelf system like this inside of my patio with all succulents. This guy is not doing very good, but I'm gonna propagate him when I come back as a project. So I'll just leave him there for now. And then here is the chicken planter that one of my subscribers gave me, and this is from Carmen. And also these cuttings are from her as well, I want to say. So I paired them together and I think it looks absolutely adorable in the front of my space. It gives that nice whimsical vibe. I believe I got these cuttings here as a gift from Tanya. I want to say these are from Tanya. My grandma put them in one of my terracotta planters that I had a while. I think I got this from the Bay Area thrifted from my favorite thrift shop. And these cuttings are doing really good. I'm gonna switch it out to something else, but when my grandma was cleaning up my collection, she just paired these two together. So it'll do for now. And I just have that here. So 2 succulents I've noticed now has entered the cacti family. So if you've been with my channel for a while, you'll remember when I got these from my local flea market in Los Angeles. And I have this in a thrifted planter that I got a while ago. I'm not too sure if this came from Las Vegas or the Bay Area. Originally when I got these guys, they were bloomed in all beautiful white blooms, but haven't seen it bloom for a while, so we'll see what happens. Another aeonium cutting here in an ice cream planter. I'll probably end up grouping all of them together at one point. Here's my crested eaves needle. He's doing really good. I love him. And again, these came from the 99-cent store, so I have a bunch of them. I bought them out. And I have a random Sansevieria. I do have my Sansevierias for the most part grouped up, but this guy, my copper tone, lives outside. I forgot the ID on this guy, but he lives here as well. He was part of my top 10. I love him so much. He's super, super cute. So he's doing pretty good after the rain. So he lives here. And this is, I believe, my cowhorn cactus that I got from the plant fair, and he's really, really cool. I'll bring him out. He's kind of looking a little sad. I'm not too sure if it's because of the rain. And it's next to my coral alloy, which Kira and I got at the same time. So here is what he looks like. I wanted him so bad, so I got him, and he's super rad looking. He's probably one of the raddest looking ones that I have in my collection. He's looks crazy with those thorns. And then here is my rabbit's ear, and it's in a white thrifted planter. And you got to be really careful with these guys because they will prick you and it's not fun to get in your skin. So here is the bigger pieces. I would love to have these in my home, but there's absolutely no light and space for them, so they just kind of plant gang here on the right of the DIY shelf. As you can see, I have my big AMAC variegated euphorbia and the one baby that I kept. I also have my pseudo zigzag cactus, my euphorbia here, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Take a look at all of the variegation of it. Oh, so beautiful. And then my eaves needle, which I got from the Pasadena Rose Bowl. As you can see, it's doing really well. I have it in a Walmart planter, and these 2 planters I got from TJ Maxx Home Goods. This is a cacti baby that Tanya gifted me. The smaller baby I gifted to Kira as one of her plant babies. I've had this now for about 2 years. Next to the other ones that she gave me, the night blooming cactus. So these are the 3 that I kept for my collection. The rest I did gift off. So I have them here and they're just hanging out. It's been raining hard, so they're doing alright. And here's my San Pedro cactus that I did do a split with Kira, and it's in the planter Diana gave me. And then if you take a look here, here is another guy. This is my rabbit's ear, and I had this cutting from Tanya for a while now, but take a look at the ears. I know I gifted a bunch of plant friends ears from them, but they've grown so much. Like, take a look at it. It's bigger than my hand. So thank you, Tanya. I have it in a planter that I got from Home Goods. And then here is, I want to say, my crocodile alloy. He's struggling from the rain. It was raining really hard, so my grandma just put him in a terracotta planter. We'll see what happens with him. This guy, I don't know the ID on him. This was a plant cutting from Evelyn. This is from her mom's yard. I just have it in a nursery planter. I don't know what to do with him, and I don't know the name of him, so if any of you guys can help me. And then last but not least is my orchid cactus, and I love this epiphylium, and it is a hybrid, and this is my newest baby in my collection. I absolutely love this guy. He's in a nursery planter, but soon enough he'll be in a nice white planter like the rest of these beautiful babies. Now that you guys got to see everything on and around my shelf, let's go ahead and check out what's going on currently in my greenhouse. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in the greenhouse currently. As you can see, my headache cactus is right here. This is my beaver's tail. So here is my problem child. Why is he a problem child? Is because all his little fine pricks get into your skin. I love him and he's rad, and I was able to give all of my plant friends cuttings off of him, and it is such a stunning piece to look at from afar. He's so complex, but the little fine hairs in him, I just don't trust. They get in your skin and it hurts. So he's just kind of hanging off there. I don't know what to do with him, and I don't want to transplant him because of all of the drama. So he's just there. I can appreciate him from far. And then here is the current look of what's happening in my greenhouse. I'll take you in and share with you what's going on. Left side here, I have a bunch of cuttings and plants that are finding its way in my collection. It's doing pretty good, but you know, struggling. Lots of new growth and blooms here. I'm probably gonna have to repot this guy soon in a nice terracotta planter, but I brought him in the greenhouse because he just wasn't looking good in my patio. I'm trying to rescue the peperomia, the watermelons that Kira gave me to rescue. It wasn't doing good in her home. Mines that we got at the same time is living in my bathroom, and I believe the Tradescantia cuttings is from Evelyn, I want to say. Here's cuttings from my heartleaf philodendron, which I'm in love with. I just have a bunch of them there. And as you can see, my marble queen pothos is a headache plant for me. For whatever reason, it just doesn't like the current situation in my patio. So I have a few of the cuttings I took from the original plant here. This is the original plant, so these are the cuttings that I took off, if you remember from my video. And then my second marble queen pothos lives here on the bottom, so it's just hanging out. On this section here, you can see my curly spider plant, what's the current trending look of it right now. As you can see, there is a little bit of small growth here and there, but it's just living in the greenhouse until further notice. And then in this section, I just have propagated babies here. They're rooted babies that I separated from some of my Hoyas here. So I have 5 Hoyas, and I also have some silver dollar coins there, a bunch of them. And here is my one little baby of my Monstera addisonii, my mother plant. So it's a rooted cutting, and these are all of my zigzag babies. So all of these guys right here are for sale if you guys are interested. I'm willing to sell any of them off. And then down here are a bunch of my prickly pear cuttings that I am also selling as well, and I'll probably keep the 2 bigger totem pole cactus, and the rest I'm just rooting up. So they take longer to root, they're just living here in the greenhouse. And then in this middle section here, I have mini George here. So I have my smaller Monstera, my baby Monstera, and he was propagated in my video. I'm also selling these as well. And then I have my 2 orchids that I got, I want to say, from my fitness club. They were going to throw it away because they're styled all over the club, but I wanted to go ahead and take it home because I felt bad for it. So we'll see if it'll ever bloom on me. On the right side, currently what's going on in my greenhouse are a bunch of red edge peperomia cuttings. So as you can see, they're doing really good here. There's new growth. They are all rooted up. If you watch my propagating in a Ziploc bag, these are the babies, so I just have them here. Here's the baby from my big mother-in-law's tongue, my Sansevieria. He's doing well here. And here's a cutting from my ghost aloe that I got from the Bay Area. And then moving along here, my 2 Pelia babies I recently propagated. These are for sale as well. And one of my smaller spider plant cuttings that I got. And another random succulent. I don't know how he's hanging out there. I think my grandma put him in there. And this is a plant cutting that I got from one of my subscribers in Dallas. and she sent me another plant which is in Las Vegas, which I can't wait to see tomorrow. So it's just hanging out here. If you ever want to send me anything, plants or gifts or cards, definitely send them to my mailing address in the description box. I love getting stuff from you guys. And then on the second shelf here, I have a bunch of my elephant's bush cuttings. These are propagating into dirt. And then I have my 2 bigger Pelia babies here. These are for sale as well. And then I have my Peperomia Guinea. He's looking kind of sad. Kira and I got ours at the same time, but hers is doing better than mine, so I'm just to have him in here. I mean, he's not that bad, but he could be looking a little better. And then this is an elephant's bush cutting that I got from the Bay Area, and this is rooted up, so I just have him in here. And then right here on the bottom are some jade cuttings that I am propagating in dirt. This is from my jade tree. I always love having extra because I always give them away as gifts. And then here are, I believe, some aeoniums that I got, I wanna say from the Bay Area, and I just have them here in a nursery planter. I'm not too sure what I want to do with him, but I definitely want to put him in a planter sooner. So that wraps up my end of the year 2018 plant tour of my Santa Monica collection part 1, featuring everything that is in front of my home. And let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway and the rules. All of the rules and information will be in the description box down below, and this applies for any of the giveaways that I do on my channel. I'm going to be picking 2 winners for today's episode, and I'm going to be giving away a set of my beautiful pot holders for my Planting with Jewelyn 2018 fall collection. These are the last ones that I have. I don't think I even have a pair for me. Each of my products has my Planting with Jewelyn label with the propagation scissors on here. I just love the bold print of this, and a bunch of you guys were able to get these, but these are the last 2, and I wanted to save it for the giveaway. So I'm going to be picking 2 winners 10 days from the time this video is uploaded. All you have to do is be subscribed to both of my channels. This channel, I Love Jewelyn, and my vlog channel, Miss Jewelyn, where I do all things vlog related, including my travel and food adventures, as well as follow me on Instagram _ILOVEJEWELYN and my planting Instagram at Planting with Jewelyn. Leave a comment down below what is your 2018 Christmas wishlist plant or holiday wishlist plant, and I will go ahead and choose a winner 10 days from now. There will be 2 winners. I will announce it on my Planting with Jewelyn Instagram, and so please keep your profile on YouTube public so I can go ahead and check your subscriptions, as well as making sure that you are following me on Instagram, because I will be announcing the winners on my Planting with Jewelyn Instagram. And check your direct messages because I will reach out to you either there or on YouTube. And that is going to wrap up part 1 of my end of the year 2018 plant tour of my Santa Monica collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys love tours, let me know down in the comments below, and also what was your favorite plant that I featured in today's episode. I'll see you guys very soon. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to film the second part of my tour right after this video, so stay tuned for part 2 of this amazing series to wrap up the end of the year. And I hope this inspired you. Until next time, you can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Aloha from Santa Monica, California. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.